Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
And we are the Hebrew Israelites, coming week in and week out, day in and day out, to prophesy the downfall of America, also known as Babylon the Great, according to the Holy Scriptures, as well as to wake up the elect of the house of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and also you Israel foreigners who have been scattered amongst the nations, amongst the heathen nations that look like the nations scattered in, according to the seed of your father, Israelites. All right, but as always, man, without further ado, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makapadash. Double honors to the elder apostle, the great millstone, our teacher. Sincere shalom to the brothers pushing this truth across the four winds of this earth in our righteousness and sincerity. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations be upon you, sincere Akim wa Akwa, giving all diligence to make the calling of election sure in these last days. Shalom.
Hey, honorable, shalom, for all you Akim, you Aqua, you brothers and you sisters that subscribe to this doctrine that was given to us free and power, Yahweh outside, to our beloved elder apostles, elder bishops, on down to the elders and Akim pushing this gospel and preaching it sincerely today. Hey, blessings and salutations to you and your household, man. And so we're out here, the spirit of power, grace, and mercy, Yahweh outside, as brother was saying, man, to prophesy the downfall of this place again, man. As well as to prophesy the return of the elect of the nation of Israel to Yahweh Shai, man. Because that's exactly who's going to return in these days, man. Matter of fact, let's start right there, man. Isaiah 10 and give me verse 20 and 21 or 21 and 22. Because that's exactly what's going to happen, man. There's going to be an elect or a remnant, as quoted in the scriptures. Both names, man. It's quoted as the elect, also quoted as the remnant, which talk about the same group of people are going to return in this time to get Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Go ahead and get it.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 21.
Right.
It reads, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob unto the mighty Yahweh.
Right. And you go back to Genesis 35 and 10, got his name. So when you read Jacob's interchangeable with Israel, right? So this is talking about the nation of Israel. About no people, man. This isn't talking about spiritual Israel. We're talking about a nation that is exactly what it is, a nation, man. It's a people. You got China's a nation. You got India's a nation. Are people. This is talking about a certain people that only a remnant of those people are going to return to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, man.
Yeah, right.
Nobody else. Ones that are going to get delivered, man. How Shai said, what is he going to do? He's going to come and deliver the elect from the four winds of the earth. Right? Matthew 24, starting from 29. And then we go to Jeremiah 30, verse 1. Yeah, finish that out. It's like,
Isaiah 10 and 22. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea.
Right, which is basically going into, we're the world has called us what? The minority. Esau's called himself the majority. No. We're the majority. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as well as other Israelites that are scattered into these nations, look like the nation scattered in. We're the majority, man. We're the biggest nation, man, because we breed like rabbits, man. You go into the so-called black folks, hey, we're talking about 4 to 6 kids, man, if not more. Yeah, you go back 2 generations or just a generation, and what happened, man? We're talking about 10, 12, 15, 16, 17 children, and the so-called Latino tribes, or the so-called Latinos, and they breed like rabbits too, man. On average, it's about like 8 kids,
Yeah.
Even in today's society, man, breed like freaking rabbits, man. You go into the so-called natives, and back then they don't breed as much now, but back then they still bred, man. All the Israelite tribes bred like rabbits, man. But that's just in our culture, man. Yahweh Shai told us what to be fruitful and multiply, man. So that's what we do, man. It's literally in our blood, man. It's part of our culture to have kids. It's part of our culture to build as a nation, man. But read that again, bro.
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 22.
Yeah.
For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea,
right,
yet a remnant of them shall return.
Right, a remnant of them, man. Matter of fact, I want to grab that word remnant right there. Let's grab that word remnant because it goes into basically a small number of a group, man. And that group we're talking about is the Israelites, right? So it says a remnant of them. I'm talking about 2 Israelites, man. So let's go ahead and grab that word and we'll build off of that. Or Esau, man.
you know it's weird too because it was getting quiet.
It was dead quiet.
It was getting quiet for like 2 minutes, man.
Yeah. You know, Esau, man, they gotta have everything loud as shit, man. From the old folks all the way to the young folks, man. Gotta have it loud as fuck. Alright, so let's grab that word remnant.
This is on the online etymology. It says a small part or portion that remains after the main part no longer exists.
Right, man, and we know according to Zechariah 13:8 that as far as Israel, a two-thirds, so a large portion of Israel is going to be destroyed, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that small number that's left therein is what? The 1/3, which is the remnant, the elect of the nation of Israel, man. You know, go read verse 22 again.
Isaiah 10:22, for though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea,
Right.
Yet a remnant of them shall return.
Right.
The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness.
Right, man. You know, it's gonna be beautiful, man. You know, and the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah is gonna deliver those remnant, man. Because you look at the times that we're in, man. We see the signs of the times, man. You know, matter of fact, start at verse 3, Matthew 24 and verse 3, and we'll read down to verse 8.
This is Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Right. So they're basically inquiring of him. And how do we know what the time? How do we know it's going to be time? How do we know that you're going to be, you're right around the corner? How do we know that this place is going to be destroyed? And when Yahweh Shai gave them certain signs, man, we're going to read those signs. Keep on.
And Yahweh answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Messiah.
Yeah.
And shall deceive many.
And we're in that time, man. You know, you got Alazar calling himself the chief high priest, Poobah, you know what I mean? High Poobah, you know what I'm talking about, you know? The high Poobah, man, chief high Poobah, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Yeah, Yahweh Shai is the high priest, man, the chief high priest, man. You know, not you, man. You know, but you got people out here saying that, man. You know, and there's other camps, man, but that, you know, that's just one example. Keep going.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Right, and we're in that time. I did a lesson about this last night, man. Hearing about those wars, rumors of wars, man. You got this nuclear war that's basically lurking in the background between America and Russia over Ukraine. You know, Ukraine is trying to ultimately get it and be part of NATO. Hey, but Russia's looking at NATO like, hey, you better not push toward, eastward, man, because you're basically stepping on our toes because they have claim over Ukraine, and Ukraine wants to basically secede from Russia's hold, man. But Russia's not having it, man. You know, so you got these two Edomite nations coming up against each other, man. You know? Keep going.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
Right.
But the end is not yet.
Yeah, keep going.
For nation shall rise against nation.
Right, and we're seeing that. We just quoted it, man. For nation shall rise against nation, man. You know, and that's this right here, these wars that's going on between, you know, America and Russia. That's Esau versus Esau, man. Yeah. You know, so what is that, Luke 12 and 25, where it says a nation divided against itself shall not stand? Hey, so we're seeing that America's crumbling, man, because they're ultimately coming against each other, knowing damn well they're all on the same damn page. They all want the same damn thing, but y'all gonna fight against each other.
Yeah, the scripture say that the Lord's gonna set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Right, man. You know, so that's what's happening. That's what we're seeing, man. Which is another sign of America's crumble, man. America's power waning, man. Yeah. You know? Right. Start from the top on that verse again.
Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation,
right,
and kingdom against kingdom,
right,
and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
Right, and we're seeing pestilence, famines, and earthquakes all in diverse places, man. You got famines over here in America, famines over there in Greece, and what is that place? 23 million?
Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey. You got over there in places of Russia, over in places of Australia. Hey, we're talking about in China. All different types of famines is happening, man. You got China not too long ago talking about urging their people to buy as much as they can, store up as much as they can. You know, that was just a few months back, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's that famine being put, and people are starting to see it here in America. Yeah. People are starting to like, hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? So, hey, people are paying attention, man. You know, or the fact that it's getting so bad that people have to pay attention. Yeah.
They have no choice, man.
Yeah, and you got earthquakes. And man, you look on the earthquake radar, and we're talking about we're talking about hundreds, maybe even thousands of earthquakes within a couple of days, man, within a week. You know, this is happening all over the place, man. You can't avoid it at this point, man. These signs that Yahweh Shah was talking about, or so-called Jesus was talking about, and they're happening right now, man. We're in the time what was it? 2020 was what year of prophecy?
Yeah.
Hey, well, guess what? Prophecy didn't stop because or 2020 was the year of prophecy. Oh, 2020 is over. So prophecy's over.
Yeah.
No, guess what, man? We're in 2022. Where hey, everything's turning up, man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know, we're in the year of Yahweh Bashim Shai turning up. Everything's going to get worse. You're going to see prophecy happen more and more, and on a higher scale, and a more grievous scale, man. You know, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better, man. You know? Keep reading.
Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrow.
Right. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. Because guess what? We still have two major prophecies to left, man. You know? Which is Jacob's trouble and the hour of temptation. Drop down to verse, I think it's 20. Yeah. Verse 21. Yeah.
Matthew 24 and 21. But then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world,
Right.
to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
Right. That's Jacob's trouble, man. And we're about to get another quote from another, in the Old Testament, and basically, proving that this is talking about Jacob's trouble, man. Yahweh Shai was basically quoting what was going to happen, basically quoting Jeremiah, man. At that time, man. Go ahead, Jeremiah 30.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great,
right?
So that none is like it.
So that none is like it. We just read that when Yahweh Shai was speaking, man. In Matthew 24 chapter, it's red letters, man. Yahweh Shai said that, man. Keep going.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Right. So Jeremiah had a name for it, man. Yahweh Shai didn't have to quote it because everybody knew, but this is what he was talking about, man. Jacob's trouble, man, which is going to come upon the whole world, right? This is right around the corner, man. This is imminent, man. It's prophesied to happen. The Lord Yahweh Shai said, "My word shall not return unto me void," meaning it's gonna happen, man. Is that right?
God says, "But he shall be saved out of it."
Right, talking about the elect. Talking about the elect, man. Because in 8. Oh, come on, man. This is heavy, man. Go to you can drop down to verse 29.
This is Matthew 24.
Actually, you know what? Stop that. Give me Isaiah 59 verse. Because Jacob's trouble, hold that. Jacob's trouble is going to be a time where Esau Edom is going to come and force that Karagma, man. And at the same time, hey, a lot of Esau Edom's inventions are going to come out. They already came out with that dog, that robot dog. That carries a sniper on it, man. How much more? Esau Edom, he's mastered the carnal level, especially his weapon, man. He's mastered his sword, man. The scripture talks about Genesis 27 chapter that he shall live by the sword, man. So Esau Edom has been living by the sword, man. So how much more is he gonna when he got that robot dog with a fucking sniper on it now? He could put a fucking rocket launcher. He could put a machine gun on it. Hey, so all these inventions that he has, and especially these robots that look like humans, that can talk and interact just like a human, and be astonished, and have comebacks like a human, talk shit just like a human. They're gonna come out with those things, man.
It's crazy too, because man, you know what I'm saying? Like scriptures talk about in those times, you're gonna be pilgrims among the earth. There's gonna be so much hell breaking loose that we're not gonna be able to stay in one spot.
Right.
And this as we do now, we go to work and come home, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be like that forever, man. We're gonna literally be Al-Bashar is gonna be leading us from one situation to another, putting us over here. When we just came from over there. But the point being, we're gonna be on the move, and these robots, they're not gonna get tired, man.
That's right.
See, we're in the flesh, so we get fatigued. We might lose energy if we don't have the right amount of food to eat. You know what I'm saying? Which that's a whole thing of itself. But these robots aren't gonna get tired chasing you, man.
Right.
They're machines. And Esau's making it to where you know what I'm saying? You know, in the public eye, it's seen as just, you know, an experiment. It's not really anything. It's just kind of tested. No, these damn devils been working on these robots. They got thousands of them mass produced.
Yeah.
Just waiting for them to be released on you and on you Jakes, really, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what all this is aimed for.
Right, and all that's gonna come out in Jacob's trouble, man.
Yeah.
You Jakes that don't want to sit here and take part in this word, that don't want to, you know, that want to look at this word and keep on pushing, you know, turn your back to the Lord Yahweh Shah. Very disrespectful, by the way, man. When someone's talking to you and you don't turn your fucking back on it.
Yeah.
That's very fucking disrespectful, but that's what you niggas do, man. When you come by the altar of Yahweh Shah, and what do? You're facing, and then when you keep going by, your back is turned towards Yahweh Shah, man. So it's like you're casting this word behind your back, man. You know? And you niggas is the ones that this trouble is gonna come upon, man, and overtake. You know, because really this is gonna be a time of everyone's faith being tested, man. But only the elect are the ones that are gonna get delivered out of that time, man. You know? Go ahead, man.
That's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and verse 26. I saw verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught on my counsel and written out of my reproof.
Right.
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. See, so hey, that's the point, man. Yeah, the Heavenly Father is going to laugh at your calamities, man. You see, when you're put in the worst situation possible and there's no way out, and you're going to have to suffer, all right, the Lord's going to be laughing, man.
Right.
You see, and we're going to be laughing too, Lord willing, with the elect, because we're going to be like, man, we told you.
Right.
A lot of people we're going to run into, and they're going to ask, what are we going to do now? What we've been telling you. Hey, if the Lord's not going to help you, what can I do?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
When that family was coming, man, that woman, you know, just to quote it real quick, that woman, you know, there was two women, man. One made a pact with women and say, hey, you know, there's no food, you know, so let's kill and eat your son, and we'll kill and eat my son tomorrow. And they, you know, killed their son, boiled it, you know what I mean? She was very persuasive. And then the next morning, the lady dipped out, and she ran to the, you know, the king and said, you know, hey, this is what happened. Explain to him what happened. He said, hey, the Lord ain't gonna help you. How can I help you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey, you're gonna be fucked, man. You know? So just as it was said back then, it's gonna be said in this time, man. You know, because famines is coming, man. Famines is gonna be, you know, also take place in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Earthquakes are gonna happen still, man. They're not just gonna stop. Just so this one, all this prophecy is still gonna happen in that time, man. All these, you know, famines, all the earthquakes, all the storm and tempest, all the flame and devouring fire, and all that's gonna happen, man. Within Jacob's trouble as well, man. It's just gonna get worse and worse. You know?
Yeah.
You're gonna have all these things mixed in with this terrible time that's coming, man.
Yeah,
you know? And just to get back to it, you know, Esau Edom, that's gonna be the one problem you don't want, man. Is Esau fucking Edom coming in with his blessing, man. Isaiah 59:19.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
Right.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
Who's the enemy, man? It's fucking Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed so-called white man. He's the enemy of these so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as well as the Israelites scattered into these other nations that look like the nations you've been scattered in. He's your fucking enemy, man. Really, the other nations as well are your enemy. But start with Esau Edom. We're the antagonists. He's the antagonist. We're the protagonists. Like, you know. So, hey, the protagonist has an enemy, which the enemy is the antagonist, man. You know, the hero has an enemy, which is a fucking what? It's a villain.
Yeah, he's a villain. Yeah, it's a villain.
You know, so that's exactly what Esau Edom is. You know, and we don't want to deal with that, man. You know, we're not equipped. We don't have, you know, we're in this point, we're being trained to be superheroes. We're not superheroes yet, man. We don't have that spiritual power. Now, we do have some spiritual power, be able to break down the word, be able to get us understanding. That's a spiritual power in itself. And we don't have spiritual power to physically fight against our enemies, man. At this present and current time, and we're doing what, man? We're fighting that spiritual war, man.
Yeah.
But soon there's gonna come a physical war, man. And we're winning the spiritual war easy, quick, fast, in a hurry. But that spiritual war, if we don't have Yahweh Shem Yahshua on our side, and we're gonna lose, man.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, and that's what's gonna happen to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that don't take heed to this word here in America, man. You're gonna be fucking destroyed by this damn devil, man. You know that?
Con, and I got precept. Isaiah 59, verse 19.
Yeah.
So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
Right.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
They'll come in like a flood, man. Meaning they're gonna come in, he's gonna come in hard, man. You know? And he's gonna come in on a large scale. It's not gonna be something on a small little army, this, that, and the third. No, it's gonna be on a large scale, man. You know?
Yeah.
It's gonna be devastating. You know, it's not gonna be, you know what I mean? Oh, let me kill one person in front of them, and you know what I mean? No. They're gonna kill thousands upon thousands, even millions of people, man, in that time, man. You know, and you don't want to be caught up in that because that's what's coming. Jacob's trouble, where Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, is literally going to destroy people, man. He's gonna come out, his horns are gonna be showing. You know, and it's gonna be a very bad time.
Yeah, Con. Yeah, you're talking about that physical war that's coming, all right, between Esau, all right, and you Israelites, man.
Yeah.
Come.
Yeah.
So this is the book of Revelation. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 17. And it reads, and the dragon was wroth. Oh, you got that? Oh, wow. And then you can
Grab it.
Yeah, spirit, man.
This is Revelation 12:17.
Yep.
And the dragon was worked with the woman.
Read back to the dragon was what?
The dragon was wroth with the woman,
Right.
and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
But who's the dragon, man? That's Esau Edom, man. And in the time, it's talking about the Roman Empire, man. This is going back it's going back to the 70 AD, man, where the Romans were coming up against the Israelites, man. You know, and went to go siege Jerusalem, man. When it says the remnant of her seed is going into what? You Israelites, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and as well as you Israelites that are Israelites through the seed of your father that look like the other nations, man.
Yes.
It's not about skin color, man. It's about who you are, man. It's about understanding the scriptures, man. You know? Keep going.
Which keep the commandments of Yahweh,
Right.
and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Right.
Yeah, so this devil, he's gonna, because like it says, man, and he's gonna make war with the remnant of her seed, with those that keep the commandments of the Most High. You see, and who's the only ones trying to keep the commandments to the best of their ability, man? Right? It's the elect. You know, and you have certain men like, you know, the heads from Sakari saying they are keeping 100% law, but we can't.
We can't.
It's not, these bodies are not created to keep the law 100%. But we're gonna get those new bodies in the future. But the point being, all right, hey, you know, for us who are, you know, doing the best of our ability and faith to keep these commandments, man. You know, the men of the Lord coming out here, you know, teaching His word, making their bodies a living sacrifice, all right, in the eyes of the people, all right, you know, they're going to target us, man, especially, you know, all of us brothers who are in this truth teaching His word have our faces on one of these damn agents' documents, man.
Right.
You know, like, oh, in this time you're going to get him, you're going to go round him up, you know what I'm saying? And this is why. You see, the devil's really going to come down with great wrath, as it says, Revelation 12:12, man, upon you Israelites. You know, especially those of you who know you're Israelites, man. You know? Yeah.
Like I was just listening off. But yeah, what were you over there?
Sorry.
Yeah. Go back to Isaiah 59, man. Yeah, that's what's coming, man.
Yeah, man. It's Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 19.
Yeah.
It reads, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood,
Right.
the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
Right. And who is he going to lift up that standard for, man? It's going to be for the elect, that remnant that has returned unto the Lord, man. You know, and has gotten this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Why? It says in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. You know, meaning that you getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you having faith, because you can't just have the understanding of the scriptures without faith, man. It tells you in Hebrews 11:6, for without faith, it is impossible to please the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua, right? So you have to have faith, and you have to have works. Faith without works is dead. So you get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You have faith, you trust and believe in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you prove your faith, and that mixture of everything is what's going to get you delivered, man. You know? That's what's going to get you delivered. That's what's going to ultimately get you saved, man. You know, and the elect are doing that in this time. The elect are getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. The elect are sitting here trusting and believing in Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Because everything that we're talking about and everything that we learn is all through faith, man. You know, we're not out here saying, oh yeah, you know, we you know what I mean, if this, you know, this is 100%, and we believe, we hope that this is it, man. We hope that we have the right name, man. You know, we truly believe that, man. You know,
this is it right here. That's why it says we have a more sure word of prophecy.
A more sure word of prophecy, man.
We're not, you know, contemplating. We're not like, oh, maybe this is true. No, this is the truth, man. That's who we are.
Yeah.
You know, and through the grace and mercy of the Lord, we're being gathered together again to who we are, man. That's Yahshua.
That's right, man. Prince of the power.
I got a quick one for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 24. It reads, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them,
yeah,
I will liken him unto a wise man.
And who's doing this, following the commandments to the best of their ability, man. Yeah. It's the elect in this time, man. The elect are the ones that are sitting here, because it's such a, you know, again, we can't follow the commandments 100%. You know, we can only follow the commandments to the best of our ability. Rule 3 and 8 says what? We are yet this day in our captivity, man. So we're still in captivity, man. You know, so we're still subject to payments. We're still under the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You know, we're still going through all these things, man. So guess what? We still pay tribute, you know. So we're not gonna have it to where we follow the commandments 100%, man. We can't get linens from the head to the toe. I mean, from the head to the toe that are 100% one fabric, man. You know, you got polyester cotton mix. You got cotton and what is that other one, man? Cotton and silk and this and so all these fabrics are mixed. You know, you got suede, which is polyester and cotton. You know, and so on and so forth, man. We can't follow that. You know, on top of that, you know, I mean, we're not in a position. You know, the elder apostles are talking about how if you have a woman and she's on her menstrual, you have to separate yourself for a whole week. You can't be in the same house. You can't eat the same food. You can't clean yourself, you know, around her or anything like that. You can't lay on the same bed. You can't even touch her, man. Yeah. Hey, but we're not in the position to own and, you know, to have our own land and have another building on, you know, on our land to where she can go and be in that place, man. You know, Mark, name y'all watching us right. We can't have that, man.
Does it got the same time?
Yeah, but yeah, but yeah, man, you know, slacking, man, man, you know, but still, you know, we're not able to follow all the laws. That's why it says in Judges 5:11, rehearsing the righteous acts. You go into that word rehearsing, it goes into what? Practicing, man. You know, we're practicing. You know, when you practice something, you never get it right the first time. You know, so that comes in. That's why we're under the grace period, man. It's for the things that we're not able to follow, and we're covered under that, man.
Through Yahweh Shai.
Yep, through Yahweh Shai, and through his blood, man, him being that sacrificial lamb, you know. So that's how the elect are going to be delivered, man. That's how the elect are going to be saved, man, because they're doing their best to follow what they're able to follow, man. That's why it says, matter of fact, read it again.
God, say Matthew chapter 7 and verse 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock.
Right, man, which that rock is Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
You know, believing and trusting in Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai came in the volume of the book. The scriptures also say what? To follow, to walk even as he walked, man. And Yahweh Shai was perfect, man. You know, he never sinned, man, like fucking Sakari's over here saying, man. Yahweh Shai never fucking sinned, man. You know? The other apostles talk about how he was defiled. He got defiled a few times, but nevertheless, he never sinned, man. You know? So we're trying to be just like Yahweh Shai, man. You know? And that's what's going to help us get delivered, man. Yahweh Shai was glorified, man. And we're trying to be glorified in Yahweh Shai, man. You know? So let's go back. Because it said what? The Lord Yahweh Shai shall lift up a standard against them, man. So that's who he's lifting up that standard for, but against their enemies, man. You know? And that word standard goes into what? Goes into to escape, you know, goes into flee, you know. He's gonna make a way for them to be able to escape out of those times, man. That's why it says Jeremiah 30:7, but he shall be saved out of it. That's talking about the elect. Everybody else is gonna be battled out to the slaughter, man. Those that forsake the Lord Yahweh Shai, Isaiah 65, verse 11 and 12. You know, this is what's gonna happen, man. This is right around the corner, man. You know, yes, we're talking about what's coming in the future, man. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai said, before they spring forth, I tell you of them, man. You know, so it sends his prophets out here to tell you about what is to come before it comes, so you can prepare, man.
Me too. If they finish the rest of this, it goes right into that.
Yeah.
You see, because those who heard this word and got the understanding, and took heed and did their best. Those are those when the rain and the floods. That's all symbolic for like tribulation. Right. Or when we read it, enemy is gonna come in like a flood. So you know what I mean. So all the rain and the hail is gonna come to you. You're gonna be all right because you took heed and built your house upon that rock. All right. So this is what's gonna happen to those who don't. Take Matthew 7 and verse 26. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. Right. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it.
Right. So ultimately, those that sit here and they hear this word and get that understanding, but sit there and turn their back to the Lord, forsake the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, a tribulation is going to come, and they're ultimately going to be destroyed, man.
Yeah.
You know, and then this is a more in depth, because that was a parable, but this gives you straight up, man. Let's go ahead and get it. Isaiah 65, verse 11 and 12.
This is Isaiah 65 and 11. And it says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, that forget my holy mountain.
And who is that talking about, man? That's talking about you 2/3. You know, because again, Zechariah 13 and 8 says 2/3, 2 parts therein are going to be cut off and die, and a third part is going to be left therein. So if you have a pie and you cut it 3 ways, 2 parts are going to be destroyed, and that's out of the nation of Israel. So 2 parts, 2/3 of you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to be destroyed, man, because you forsake the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai and want to serve and want to follow after the ways of the so-called white man. You want to celebrate Christmas. You want to celebrate Thanksgiving. You want to celebrate Valentine's Day. You want to celebrate President's Day. All these false ass goddamn, which all these holidays are based off of idols, man. False gods. You know, you got fucking Christmas, which is Saturnalia, man. You got Thanksgiving, which is cornucopia, man. These are all Greek and Roman philosophies, man.
And even they say the New Year is like at the end of like December. You see when everything's dead and all animals go, like bears go into hibernation and stuff, trees go dormant. That's when they say the New Year starts. And that goes back to the Greek god, I believe Janus. Yeah. It was a god for new beginnings. But the New Year really starts in the springtime, right? The month of Abib, which Abib, you go into that word, it goes into like when everything starts to blossom and everything starts to come green upon the earth. That's when the New Year really starts. Not in the winter,
which is around like March.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. So that was just another example, man. That Greek god Janus. You go look that up.
Yeah, man. You know, so everything that everything that these people in this world are following is false, man. Wicked. You know, but this right here, this is righteous, man. You know, scriptures tell you that this is a instruction to righteousness, man. Yeah, instruction in righteousness, man. You know, everything other than the script. If you're doing anything other than following the scriptures, hey, you're wicked, man. You know, and that's just clear cut and dry, man. You know, we're not here to please your feelings or comfort you. You know, as far as your feelings, we're here to tell you the truth, man. Yeah, that's it. Nothing less than the truth. If you don't fucking like it, hey, keep it pushing, man. You know, because that's what it's about, man. You know, we're not here for your feelings. You know, we're here to tell you strictly the truth and nothing but the truth, man. People, so help me God. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Just joking around there, but D1 there, verse 11 again.
This Isaiah 11. It says, "But ye are they that forsake the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, right? That forget my holy mountain,
right?
That prepare a table for that troop,
and that troop is Esau, man. Keep going.
And that furnish the drink offering unto that number."
Right. So ultimately, you're basically allowing, you're sitting at table with Esau, breaking bread with that devil, and agreeing with him and allowing, for his philosophy to be, you're drinking up that wine that he gives you, man. You know. And you can't be doing that, man. You can't be buddy with your fucking enemy, man. You know, buddy with somebody who really set up society to be against you, man. Yeah. You know,
but you say, "Go ahead, join in hand. The wicked shall not go unpunished."
Right, man. Keep going, verse 12.
Verse 12. Therefore, I will number you to the sword.
Therefore, will I number you to the sword, man? You know, in Psalms 17 and verse 13 tells you what? The wicked is the sword of Yahweh Bashim Shai, man.
Right.
The wicked, which is Esau Edom, man. Malachi 1 and 4, it says Esau Edom is the border of wickedness, man.
Right.
You know? So this is who it's talking about, man. Therefore, will I number you to the sword, man? And which is Esau Edom, first and foremost, man. But the sword is also famine, a pestilence, earthquake, storm and tempest, flame and devouring fire. And it goes into many different things, man. The sword is broad, man. But the two major swords is going into what? Esau Edom, and as well as those ICBM nuclear missiles that are being prepared right now, man, by these other nations.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in this case, what we're talking about is Esau Edom. You know, we're talking about Jacob's trouble, man. When Esau Edom's going to come down, come in like a flood, man. You 2/3 that don't have Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, 144. Oh, Yahweh 144. That's beautiful, man. Hey, but if you don't have the Lord Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, He's gonna bow you down to the slaughter, man. You know, keep going. Verse 12 again.
This is verse 12. Therefore, I will number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
You shall all bow down to the slaughter, man. Hey, let's look up that word slaughter. You know, because here, man, we look up words, man. You know, we go into the proper understanding of the words. We don't just sit there and read words for face value. We want to know what they mean. You know, it's wisdom to look up a word and to understand what that word means, man. You know? So let's go ahead and grab that word.
It says,
yeah,
in this Google definition, it says to kill animals for food, to butcher, to kill in a bloody or violent manner.
To kill in a bloody or violent manner, man. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is going to have Esau Edom kill you in a bloody and very violent manner. He may even have this damn devil crush your fucking skull in, man.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Just for you looking at it wrong, man. Because you know in that time, Esau Edom, he's going to be, he's already, we're in the time of him being revealed anyways. So there's going to be a point where he's going to say, you know what, fuck it, I am the damn devil. This is the Bible speaks of. And he's going to come in like a flood, man, and kill everybody, man. Everybody, any and everybody that don't follow in his New World Order, man.
Yeah.
You know? Because it tells you in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15 that all that don't follow and worship the image of the beast should be what? Should be killed, man. So there's going to be a point in time where he's going to actually kill you people, man, for not following after his New World Order, man. For not following and being a part of his society. There's going to come a time where this is going to, you know, this is a prophecy, man. Revelation 13 and 15. Hey, really, all of Revelation, damn near the whole book is prophecy to come to pass, man. You know? Especially the latter end of Revelation, the 13th chapter, man. You know? This is going to come to pass, man. It's right around the corner, man.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is Jeremiah 16 and verse 4. I start at verse 3. Jeremiah 16 and verse 3. And thus saith the Lord concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place. That place is talking about is America. It says, and concerning their mothers that bear them,
right,
and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land.
Yeah.
They shall die of grievous deaths.
Right, they shall die of grievous deaths, man. Yeah. Come on, man. Go ahead.
But word grievous, and it says of something bad, very severe or serious.
Right.
See, this is serious, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is speaking right now through his men all across the world. You see, and warning the people, you know, of what's to come and telling them to get right, because right now we're in a time where we don't have very much time left. You see all these things, you know, pretty much ramping up. Yahweh Bashim Al Shai turning things up. All that we can expect from now is for everything to just continue to go faster, man. Lord willing, that's what we pray for. All right, but 2/3 are going to die of grievous deaths. It says, they shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth.
Right, man. You're just gonna be fucking sitting there, man. You're gonna have bodies laying everywhere, man. You know, Psalms 91 says what? 1,000 shall fall at that hand, and 10,000 at thy right hand, man. Meaning what? There's gonna be thousands. We're gonna see dead bodies in the streets in the time of Jacob's trouble, man.
Death all around us, man.
Death all around us. It's right around the corner, man. And it's not something we're sitting here just telling you. And this is what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is saying, man. It says it's not you that speaketh, but the spirit that the spirit of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah that speaketh within you. You know, and there was no light in them, man. Which that light goes into truth. And what is truth, man? You know? Let's go back and read the finish.
Con, or back to what he just this?
No, what did I have to go? What were we just on? Oh, yeah.
Isaiah 65 and 4. It says, therefore I will number you to the sword.
Right.
And ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
Right. All bow down to the slaughter. Keep going.
Because when I called, ye did not answer.
Right. Because when I called, you did not answer. Go ahead.
And when I spake, ye did not hear.
Right. You didn't want to hear. You didn't want to answer the call, man. And your phone's ringing. It's loud as shit.
Yeah.
Your whole house. Hey, you got. Let's say you got the same phone line in all your bedrooms. You try to use one phone rings. You try to escape it. You try to go to the other room. And that same phone line, you got another phone in the other room. You can't escape it. So you got to try to run to the other room. Fuck it, it's still ringing. You will run downstairs to the basement. Fuck it, it's still ringing. You run all the way to the attic. It's still ringing, man. But you ain't picking up the phone to see who it is. Come on, man. You got caller ID and saying you how about you outside right there, man. But you ain't gonna pick up the phone, man. Hey, well, guess what? You not picking up that phone solidifies you being fucking destroyed, man. Because you didn't want to pick up the phone and see what he was talking about. You didn't want to pick up the phone and get informed of what was coming. But you wanted to keep on walking by the prophets, walking by the altar of Yahweh Shem Shai, and turn your back on Yahweh Shem Shai, man.
Yeah.
Therefore, you're going to be numbered to the sword, man. Because the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai speaks through the ministry of his prophets, man. The prophets that are out here on the highways and byways on these damn street corners, man. Preaching this word, man. Giving out this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding freely. It's free. You don't have to pay for this, man. You can stand on the other side of this gentleman over here is doing, getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the proper understanding. And Lord will, he's being sealed in the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, man. If he be part of the elect, this is what you're supposed to do. If you are not doing it, you are literally sealing your destruction, man. Because you're not listening when Yahweh Shem Shai is calling you, man. And some motherfuckers might pick up the phone and just put the phone down, man.
Yeah.
Pull it off the ringer and just put it down. Oh, I answered it. No, you didn't. No, you fucking, you said, hey, the phone green, I pick it up and I say yellow. Come on, man. You ain't saying hello, you ain't saying yellow, you ain't saying hi, you ain't saying shit, man. You just picking up the phone, dropping it down, walking the hell away.
Like I always used to say, man, in the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like when somebody comes to your door and you peek out the blinds. You know,
oh, yeah.
You can see their eyes, you know what I mean? How does that make that person feel? He's like, I know you see me, see you. Like, I got a piece of it for you.
Finish that out.
But did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Right, so the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai does not delight in you doing what, man? Indulging in the ways of the heathens, man. Jeremiah 10:2. He says, learn not the way of the heathens, man. He don't want you to be like these devils out here, man. He wants you to follow after his words, man. Follow after the law, statutes, and commandments that he gave to us and our forefathers, man. That's what he delights in, man. Sirach, the 35th chapter, the 3rd verse. It says what? It says a thing, it says when, matter of fact, let's just grab it, man. Sirach 35 and verse 3. It says, apart from wickedness, the thing pleasing unto the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. You know? We're just going to get it. Prove it.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 35, verse 3. It says to depart from wickedness.
Right, to depart from wickedness means to leave off from wickedness. Go ahead.
Is a thing pleasing to the Lord.
Right, it's pleasing unto the Lord. Why are you going to sit here and indulge in something he told you not to do, man? You're telling me that's not going to anger him? Yeah. He says he's angry with the wicked every day, man. So it means he's angry with wickedness every day. He doesn't like it. So when you stop doing it and you leave off from it, and guess what? It's a thing pleasing unto him, because now he's sitting here saying, okay, now my son or my daughter is listening to me. That's what he wants. He wants you to listen to him, man. Do what you're told, man. Hey, you got, yeah. Exactly, man. That's the whole point. That's the whole point, man. That was a great point, man. Beautiful point. Hey, we're the children of the Most High, man. Just like we want our children to listen to us, hey, well, he wants us to listen to him, man. There's order to it, man. Hey, if we're not going to listen, our children ain't going to listen to us, man. Man, heavy, man. So you got to depart from that wickedness, man, and follow after righteousness, man. Go ahead, finish that off, and then yeah, that'll get on that.
I'll read it again. Ecclesiasticus 35 and verse 3. To depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to the Lord, and to forsake unrighteousness is a profitation.
Right. Yeah.
No, I can't find it.
Damn. Don't forget, Esau don't know how to drive for shit, man. Don't know how to drive for shit, man. We're destroying his car, man. You know? Yeah, man. But yeah, man, you 2/3, man. You're gonna be destroyed in that time, man. You're that Lord Yah, the Lord Yahweh Shah. You ain't gonna have no hedge of protection around you, man. Hey, Job is an example of the Lord Yahweh Shah having a hedge of protection around him. Yeah, all that, you know, the tribulation, the anguish came upon him. Hey, but what? Satan couldn't take his life. Hey, well, the Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna have Satan taking your life, man. Quick, fast, in a hurry, man. Hey, but the elect are gonna be covered, man. The elect are gonna be protected in that time, man.
Yep.
You know, let's go ahead and grab Revelation 3 and verse 10. You know, because again, the Lord Yahweh Shai, he's only protecting the elect. He's only delivering the elect of the nation of Israel, man. He ain't protecting nor delivering anybody else from this destruction that's to come. You know? Go ahead.
Revelation 3 and 10.
Yep.
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Right, kept the word of my patience. Goes in this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Goes into continuing to have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. It says what?
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Which is another name for what? Jacob's trouble, man. And you go into that word keep, it goes into what, man? It goes into Strong's G50, I think it's 5542. You know, don't quote me on that. Yeah. You know, 5442 is like a Strong's G5442, which goes into what? To keep it safe custody, man. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is going to keep us in safe custody, man. He's going to keep that hedge of protection around us so that way what? We're protected. Our lives are not going to be taken in those times, man. Yeah. You know? Now there are some they're going to have to die for the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, but majority are not gonna perish, man. You know? But yeah, man. That's what's going to happen, man. Keep going on that.
Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, man. It's going to come upon the whole earth, man. It's going to try the whole earth. Nobody is exempt from their faith being tested, man. Luke 18. Give me Luke 18, where it says, we find faith on the earth. Oh, yep. Yeah, man. Because everybody's faith is going to be tested, man. Even the elect's faith is going to be tested in those times, man.
The elect are the only ones that really have true faith.
Yeah,
you know, they're gonna overcome. This is the book of Luke, chapter 18, and you want me to get straight to the point?
Scared in the motherfucker.
You want me to get straight to the point, bro?
Oh yeah, you can get I mean, get all the meat off the bone, man. But we'll get the point too. Yeah, something from the top, man. We got plenty of time. Go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 18 and verse 1. This is the words of Yahweh Shai. Says, and he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint.
Right, man. We always need to be praying, man. Yeah. You know, because especially the times that we're coming into, man. Luke 21 and verse 36, man. Watch it therefore and pray always, so that ye may be what, man? Accounted worthy to escape the things that are to come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. That's one of my favorite scriptures, man. Starting with verse 34 all the way down, man. I love that. I love those scriptures, man. It really is, man. We're to pray always, man. You know what I'm always saying, bro? We should pray at least twice a day, man. At least twice a day. I'm talking about bare minimum. You can pray as many times as you want.
Yeah, bare minimum. Yeah.
But I'm talking about bare minimum twice a day, in the morning and then at night. That's when you should be praying, man. That's the two prime times to be praying, man. Yeah, you wake up, pray for what you need. See, say the Lord's Prayer, man. Every time you wake up, you should be saying the Lord's Prayer, Matthew the 6th chapter, man. And learn it to the best of your ability in Hebrew. Yeah. Get it in that Paleo ancient Hebrew, man, to the best of your ability. But nonetheless, you wake up saying the Lord's Prayer and other things that you want to pray for. And at the end of the day, you give thanks, man. Yeah. That he allowed you to get through another day, man. That he allowed you and to continue to call upon his name. That's what we should be doing always, man. Men are always to pray, man. Keep going.
Con, it reads, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not the Most High, neither regarded man.
Right.
And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary.
Right.
And he would not for a while. But after he said within himself, though I fear not the Most High, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her.
Right. And what does it say? Give him not rest until he make Jerusalem a praise unto her.
Yeah.
And she was continuously nagging him, man. Constantly on his heels, man. Wasn't giving him no rest, and that's what we're doing, man. Keep going.
God, it reads, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me.
Right.
And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge saith. And this is the unjust judge. How much the Most High?
Right.
Who's right? Who's righteous, man?
Right.
And just and balanced. It says, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect?
Right.
Which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them.
Are we not doing that? It says, keep not silent day nor night, man. In Isaiah the 62nd chapter.
Yeah.
We're crying unto the Lord every single day, every single night.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And there's even matter of fact, I'll finish and I'll grab it out.
Yeah.
But verse 8, Luke chapter 18 and verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
And he will find faith on earth, man. So when he's coming, in the hour of temptation, when everybody's faith is being tried, everybody's faith is being tested, what's going to happen, man? The elect are going to have faith. The elect of the nation of Israel, man, are going to have faith, man. And they're going to be proving their faith in this time, all the way up to that time and some, man. Not just at the last minute, not just, you know what I mean, doing this and the third. No, they're going to be proving their faith 24/7, especially in this time beforehand. And then in that time as well, Elder Yashua saying what? Faith provokes miracles. Because in that time, when we read in Isaiah 59:19, he shall lift up a standard against them. That word standard also goes into what? What is it?
Put to flight.
Yeah, put to flight. I was gonna say fly away, but basically the same thing.
That's what
you know, he's gonna give them spiritual powers, man, in that time. He's gonna give the elect spiritual powers in that time to either protect themselves or Yahweh might just send an angel to come in and deliver them out of that moment, man. But to the naked eye, it looks like they just disappeared. But we know that we saw an angel. He paused time. He walked us a whole different way. To the naked eye, we just disappeared.
Yeah.
But we knew what happened, man. The Lord Yahweh Shai sent an angel, man. So there's gonna be miracles gonna be done in that time, man. For those that have faith. This is a faith-based doctrine, man. This is a faith-based belief. You know, we're not sitting here talking about follow the law. No, man. You need to have faith. You need to have faith and prove your faith. That's what's going to get you delivered out of this time, man. Keep going.
Yeah, because even you want me to finish on?
Say what you're gonna say.
Oh yeah, because you go into that account with King David, man, when he faced Goliath. All right, he didn't care that Goliath, was huge and had all that armor on him. You know what I mean? Goliath was big, and David, he was a child, man. You know, and that's why when he went to Saul, he's like, hey, all of Israel at that time was afraid to fight Goliath.
That's right.
See, because even Goliath, he was like, man, he's like, whoever can fight me and kill me, the Philistines will be servants to Israel. Yeah. But if I kill that man, you set up against me, and y'all gonna be slaves to us. David was like, who is this uncircumcised Philistine, man?
Right.
Who is Elder Kazak say, who's this goofy ass Philistine, man? Yeah. Goofy ass heathen, man. You see, so David, he believed, all right, yeah, he didn't even need any weapons, man.
Nope.
Saul tried to give him armor, but it was already in his spirit that he didn't need. He's like, I didn't even prove these. I don't really need this, man. He took that sling, he took 5 smooth stones.
Yeah.
You see that? And
only needed one, too.
Only needed one. Hey, 5 is symbolic for power, right?
Yeah.
You see that? Hey, man, David was a cold. Hey, that's why he's going to be set up in his rightful place in the kingdom. Cold piece, man. But hey, he took that stone. And matter of fact, I should just grab it, man. If I can grab it. How David was, how he told him, he was like, because Goliath told him, he's like, you're pretty much gonna be put to death by me. And David told him, he's like, no, you're gonna be put to death because you defied the armies of Israel.
Right.
See that? He's like, I come in the name. That was the point. He's like, I came in the name. I'm coming in the name of my Lord.
Right.
Right. So that's how we're gonna be able to overcome, man. Is having faith in the name.
Right.
The scripture say the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it and is safe. Yep. See that? So every single time we're gonna come in a tribulation, just as we do now. You see, we're gonna trust in that name. I believe David said that too. At what time I'm afraid, I would trust in thee. That's what we're gonna have to do, man. Trust is the main ingredient mixed with faith, and belief in our path, man. Right. That's how we're gonna make it. Right. But even if it looks impossible, man.
What do you have to hold it up today?
You have some more to grab?
No, let's grab me just had it. Esau. I mean, yeah, fuck Esau, man. No, that's what I looked at and had it built. It was on top, it's on top of my tongue, man. I can't remember what I had, man. Fucking these wild bodies, man. Damn, what was it, man? Doing with that faith, doing all the deliverance. Matter of fact, what did you have again? What did you have? No one had nothing. Go back to Revelation 3 and 10.
I had a few simple things.
Revelation 3 and 10.
Yeah.
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Mm-hmm.
I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation,
Right.
which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right. It's gonna be a scary time, man, because a lot of people don't have no faith, man. Your house even said this is a faithless generation, man. And this is a faithless generation, man, because nobody has faith in anything, man. And even then, when they say they got faith, I got faith in my gun, but even then your gun is gonna stop working, man. Right. And when Yahweh Shai is never gonna stop working for the elect, man. Especially in the times to come. Matter of fact, we'll get Psalms 91. Get Psalms 91. Start from the top. It's heavy, man. Time that we're coming into, man, Jacob's trouble. It's not gonna be a friendly time, man. There's gonna be mass death. People starving, people breaking in and stealing people's food, stealing people's goods, raping. Women are gonna get raped, killed. Children are gonna get killed. This is the time that we're coming into, man. It's gonna be a scary time, and especially for you women. You women are gonna be looking for a man to protect you in those times. Talk about I don't need a man, But it tells you in Isaiah 32 and 2 that a man, which is really talking about a man of the Lord, is going to be a cover from the storm, man. And you women are going to be looking for a man in those days, man. Because there's going to be mass death, man. Psalm 91.
There's Psalm 91 at the top.
Yeah.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Right. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High is going into the scriptures, man. It's going into this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. And that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is we did a video on it the other day. It's a mystery, man. Because it's only given to the initiated ones. The initiated ones are going into the elect. The elect are the ones that are initiated to get this secret, man. To get this mystery, man. No one else is going to be able to get this mystery. Only a select group of people are going to get this mystery, man. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Everybody else, they're going to be blind. Keep going. But it says, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty, which goes into what? That grace, that protection, that mercy from Yahweh Shai, man. Which again, that's only the elect, man. So when it says a man shall be a cover from the storm and tempest, and that's talking about what? The men of the Lord, those that dwell under the in the secret place of the Most High, man, and abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That's the man that the woman is going to be looking for in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Keep going.
I will say of the Lord Yahweh Shai, he is my refuge and my fortress.
Right, and a fortress is a place of protection, man. When places try to siege your fortress, what happens? Your fortress is set up to a point where it can defend itself, man. And it nearly almost always wins. And in our case, and with Yahweh Shai on our side, we will always win, man. Keep going.
My power, in him will I trust.
In him will I trust, man. It says Jeremiah 17:7. Grab me that real quick. You know? Because you trusting in the Lord Yahweh outside and believing and having faith in him means you're blessed, man. Because that's a gift not given to everybody, man. Ephesians 2:8 says that faith is a gift. It's a gift. And well, a gift is only given to a certain person, man. And well, guess what? The gift that the Lord Yahweh is giving is only given to the elect, man. Go ahead.
Yep. So Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 7. Blessed is the man that trusted in the Lord and whose hope the Lord is.
Right. Blessed is that man who trusts in the Lord, man. You know? Which that word blessed goes into what, man? It goes into what? It says highly favored and very fortunate, man. You know? So those men that trust in the Lord are going to be highly favored and very fortunate, man. You know? Oh, decent. Oh, good. You know? And that's not going to be everybody. You can't favor everyone. You know? There's a favorite and there's a least favorite, man. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 9. It reads, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love.
Hold on. Start from the top again. Grab that. Yeah. Hold on. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth.
Whoa, wait. Those that trust in him shall understand the truth, man. And this understanding is not given to everybody, man. Only those that trust in him. Only those that have faith. Only those that were given that gift, man. Because when you look inside that gift, it is more gifts.
Yeah.
There's way more gifts, man.
It's like a the mystery box on Call of Duty.
Oh, what are those Russian dolls? You open one and there's another
doll.
Yeah. Hey, that's what it is, man. It's a gift inside a gift inside a gift inside a gift, man.
That's why the best thing for all of us to do, man, now that the Lord has woken us up, is to serve him, man.
Right.
Because that's only going to bring benefits to your life. Protection, mercy, all right, guidance, everything, man. Leadership, understanding of this word. So that's why, again, that's what we need to be doing in this time.
That's right.
It is a little more, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll read it again. They that put their trust in him to understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect.
He has care for his elect, man. That's proof that Lord Yahweh Shai, he don't care about nobody else except for his elect. And what do we got to do? We got to make our calling and election sure, man. We got to give diligence, which means to what? To put in persistent, consistent, and careful works in order to be chosen, in order to be part of the elect, man. That's what? That works. If we got faith, and guess what? We have to prove our faith, man. That's putting in that work, man. Being diligent, man. In order to be selected as the elect, man. That's what we want, man. So let's go back to Psalm 91 and verse 2.
This is 91, Psalm 91 and 2. It says, I will say of the Lord Yahweh Shai, he is my refuge and my fortress, right? My power, in him will I trust.
Right, in him will I trust.
Surely he will deliver thee from the snares of the fowler.
Which that snare is a trap, and the fowler is Esau Edom, man. The snare of the fowler, man. And the fowler is a bird, man. So it's going into a bird trap, man. So we're trying to be delivered from the Esau Edom's traps, man, which is the Icky-Bicky, which is the Karagma, which is all the things that Esau Edom has set up, man. His fucking police system, his governing system, We're trying to be delivered from every last bit, from the smallest to the greatest, man. Keep going.
And from the noisome pestilence.
Which the noisome pestilence is the prophecy that's to come to pass after Jacob's trouble, which is World War III, which we're seeing the brewing of it right now, man. Rumors of war, kingdom versus kingdom. We're in that prophecy, man, where it's about to really pop off, man. Keep going.
He shall cover thee with his feathers.
Yep.
And under his wings shalt thou trust.
Right, man.
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
His truth, which is his truth that we're pushing right now, man, shall be thy shield and thy buckler, man. And a shield is a device to protect you, right? And a buckler is a smaller shield. A buckler is a smaller shield that's not only used to protect yourself, from little slight, little blows or whatever, but it's also used as a weapon, man.
Right.
So the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is what? He's our shield, which means he's our defense, and he's our buckler, which means he's our what? He's our offense, man. And it says what? The best offense is the best defense. And when we got the best defense, man, which Yahweh Shem Shai on our side. And then we got the best offense as well. Even if we have a shitty defense, we still got the best offense, man. Yahweh Shem Shai is the best of both worlds, man. He's the best offense and he's the best defense, man. Yeah. That's why we're supposed to trust in him and nothing else, man. What did King David say? He said, I will not trust in my bow.
Yeah, I'm actually holding it.
Yeah, hold it. Yeah.
I was actually holding it.
Yeah. Grab it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 44, and verse 4. It reads, and this whole thing is pretty neat.
Yeah, get the whole thing.
Psalm chapter 44, verse 1. We have heard with our ears, O Yahweh, our fathers have told us what work thou didst in their days.
Right, so we understand the history of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, the things that he's done for our ancestors and our forefathers, man. We read that. It says Romans 15:4. All things that are written aforetime are written for our learning, and we learn that Yahweh Shem Shai has never forsaken the righteous, man. Not once.
Yeah, in Isaiah the 43rd chapter, he says, I have saved, man. See, so the Lord has a reputation of coming clutch, man.
Yeah.
When you need him the most. We need him the most now, but much more and in the dark days ahead of us, man.
Right.
It says, we have heard with our ears, O Yahweh, our fathers have told us what work thou didst in their days in the times of old.
Right.
How thou didst drive out the heathen with thy hand and plantedst them. Yeah. How thou didst afflict the people and cast them out. For they got not the land in possession by their own sword, neither did their own arm save them.
Hey, we'll go back in the time of Gideon. Well, Gideon was setting up an army, and he had what? I think it was like 22 or 32,000 people to go to war. And he said, no, get rid of 10,000. So he sent 10,000 away, so he had 22,000. And he said, no, that's not enough. Go down to the waters, and whoever lappeth like a dog, them will you take to war. And out of all 22,000, only 300 men lapped, which is symbolic for them watching, because they brought the water to their mouth. They lapped. They brought the water to their mouth, man. Rather than sitting there actually bending down and putting their face in the water like everybody else did. And those 300 men, he said that with those men will I deliver that army, I can't remember exactly who it was, into your hand.
Yeah. So
that way they wouldn't do what? They wouldn't say, oh, by our strength and by our power was this army delivered into our hand. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai wanted to show them his power, man. He did that, man. You can read that in Judges the 5th chapter, man. That whole account was heavy, man.
Yeah, because even that account back with King David and Goliath, David told Goliath, he said, the Lord will deliver you into my hands.
Right.
Man, I got goosebumps. Look at that, right?
Yeah, he got mountains going on.
That's it. I got hella chills, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the Lord's cold, man. About to do this again, man.
Yeah.
The Lord willing with that number, because the Lord about to work that, hey, man, these people are going to be like, jaw drop, like a cartoon, like jaw drop to the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, go, y'all, watch my start.
Tongue rolls out and shit.
Tongue rolls out like a cash register, man.
Yeah.
Lord's with us, man.
That's real.
The Lord wasn't going to be with us.
We believe that.
We believe it.
Yeah.
The Lord's with us now, man. He's allowing us to do these things. Come out and believe, even just to have faith and wake up in the earth, brother said, and praise his name. The elect shall praise his name as it's written, man. So, hey, thank the Lord for that, man, for everything you got in this truth. Right? It says, Psalms 44 and verse 3, they got not the land in possession by their own sword.
Right.
Neither did their own arm save them, but thy right hand and thine arm, in the light of thy countenance, because thou hadst favor unto them.
Right.
Thou art my king, O Yahweh. Command deliverances for Jacob. Through thee we will push down our enemies. Through thy name we will tread them under that rise up against us.
And there's that name again, man. The name is basically the centerpiece of our faith, man. It's calling upon that name, because if you don't have the proper name, it doesn't matter how much faith you got, man. You don't call upon the proper name, and you'll never be delivered, man. And the proper name is Yahweh, which means he is or he exists, and Yahweh Shai, which is the only beloved begotten son, which means what? He is a redeemer, man. When you call upon your power, speaking to you, the elect of the nation of Israel, when you call upon your power, you say Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem meaning in the name, yeah? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. That's who you call upon in the time of trouble, man. When you're getting pulled over by a police officer, or you're dealing with financial trouble, or you're dealing with any kind of trouble, you know, like a physical ailment, like your body hurts, and you pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to heal you or to get you out of that trouble, man. That's the name you call upon, man. Keep on.
God. Verse 6 says, verse 6, for I will not trust in my bow,
Right?
neither shall my sword save me.
Right. We're not going to trust in our sword and in our bow in the time of trouble to fight against these damn devils, man. No, we're going to trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man.
Weapons of warfare are not carnal, man.
Right, man. You know? So come on, man.
It says, but thou hast saved us, verse 7, but thou hast saved us from our enemies,
right,
and hast put them to shame that hated us.
Right.
In the Most High, we will boast all the day long,
right,
and praise thy name forever.
Right. Wow. Praise his name forever, man. And that's what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to praise his name forever, man. Right. We're praising his name now and putting forth all our strength, praising Yahweh Shemel Shah, to serve Yahweh Shemel Shah, to make our bodies a living sacrifice. Come out here on the highways and byways, make video epistles at home throughout the week. Do whatever we can. Read, study, watch videos as much as we can to serve Yahweh Shemel Shah, to be part of the elect, man. You know? So let's continue on that Psalms 91.
Yeah. This Psalm 91 and 3. It says, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler,
right,
and from the noise of pestilence.
Right, keep going.
He shall cover thee with his feathers,
yeah,
and under his wing shalt thou trust.
Right, keep going.
His truth shall be thy shield and thy buckler.
Right, keep going.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night,
right,
nor for the arrow that flieth by day,
right,
nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness,
right,
nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
Again, going into ICBM, just like the previous verse, talk about the arrow, talk about the ICBM.
1,000 shall fall at thy side,
right,
and 10,000 at thy right hand.
Right, because we quoted that earlier, man. In taking trouble, there's gonna be mass death, man, and you're gonna see it. Dead bodies laying in the streets, on the sidewalks, everywhere, man. This is what we're gonna see, man. But what does it say? Keep going.
But it shall not come nigh thee.
Right, man. I mean, we're not gonna die, man. We're not gonna be one of those bodies laying on the streets, man. That whatever's killing them, you know, Esau, Edom, or pestilence, or whatever it may be, that's killing wild animals, wild animals, that's killing them, is not gonna come near us, man. We're gonna be protected from that time, man. We're gonna be protected from all that destruction, that death, that judgment that's coming, man. Keep going.
Listen, verse 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Which is going to be nothing but death and destruction, man. Why? Because they're on the broad and wide path, man. Right, which leadeth unto destruction, man. And we're on the straight and narrow path which leads unto life, man. Right. So we're going to be given life. We're not going to be given judgment, which is death and destruction, man. You know? That's not our lot, Lord willing. You know? Our lot is to be delivered, man. Right. Lord willing, it's our lot, but it's going to be our lot is to be delivered, man. Which means what? We're going to be walking through, you know, Jacob's trouble, not being scathed, man, unless it's to die for his name. We're not going to be scathed, man, by shit.
Verse 9, because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy inhabitant, thy habitation.
Right, which a habitation is a place of dwelling. You know, we dwell in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We dwell in these scriptures, man. We're constantly praising Yahweh Shemel Shah. We're constantly calling upon that name. We're constantly reading. We're constantly watching videos, man. You know, as much as we can. You know, if we can at work, then we do it. If not, then we wait till the end of the day and we watch as many videos as we can, read as much as we can, praise Yahweh Shemel Shah. That's it, man. We do the same thing all over again, man. The next day. Yep, wash, rinse, and repeat, man. Keep going.
Verse 11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee.
Right,
to keep thee in all thy ways.
Right, to keep thee in all thy ways. Again, you go into that word keep. It goes to the what? To keep in safe custody, man. He's gonna literally, because that word charge means to give command. Right, so he's gonna give command to the angels to basically be that wall of protection around us, man. That's what's gonna happen. For those that believe, for those that trust in Yahweh Shemel Shai, this is what he's gonna do, man, in the time of trouble, man. Keep going.
They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone.
Hey, we're talking about from the smallest troubles, man. He's gonna protect us, man. From the smallest troubles to the biggest troubles, he's gonna deliver us out of that shit, man. You know, keep going.
Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder.
Yep.
The young lion and the dragon shall thou trample underfoot, under feet. Because he has set his love upon me,
yep.
Therefore will I deliver him.
Yep.
I will set him on high, because he hath known my name.
Right. He said he will deliver us and he will set us on high because we know his name and we trusted in him, man. That's heavy, man. Keep going.
He shall call upon me and I will answer him.
Yeah.
I will be with him in trouble.
Yeah.
I will deliver him and honor him.
Yeah.
With long life will I satisfy him and shew him my salvation.
Right, man. That salvation is what we want, man. Yeah. That's what we need, man. Hey, so in the times to come, or even right now, we need to examine ourselves, man. The scripture says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High. Hey, well, that word study goes into word to examine, man. You know, so we need to examine ourselves in this time in order to, to purge away that dross, which is that wickedness of us being in the world. Because hey, we've been marinating in this fucking land for so damn long that we've acquired certain characteristics of this place, man. And well, we need to purge ourselves of those characteristics and put on therefore as the elect, man. Colossians, the 3rd chapter, put on therefore as the elect, man, humbleness, meekness, patience, and so on and so forth, man, forgiving one another, man, forbearing one another. And we need to acquire all these characteristics because those are the characteristics that are going to get us delivered out of here, man. Right. Right. Hey, this is the time, to for self-purge, man. With it what am I thinking of, man? Yeah, man, we need to purge, we need to examine ourselves and purge ourselves of that wickedness and put on therefore as the elected and put on righteousness, man. Because if not, you're going to be destroyed, man. Let's end it out with Luke 21 and verse 34 to 36. I love my favorite precept, man. I love that, man. Yeah, man. So let's go ahead and get this precept, man, and we'll go ahead and end it out. Luke 21, 34. Yeah, go ahead. Whoever gets first.
This is Luke chapter 21 and verse 34.
Right.
And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged, surfeiting, and drunkenness, and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unaware.
Hey, you need to examine yourself, man. Are you doing what the Lord Yahweh Shai told you to do? Do you have faith? Are you proving your faith? Hey, are you sitting here continuing to fall up to the ways of this damn devil? Or are you continuing to follow the law that you never see the best of your ability? Hey, you're your worst enemy, man. You need to seriously look, am I actually doing this? Yeah, I really am. I'm doing this to the best of my ability. Hey, then if you're doing it to the best of your ability, then you're doing it, man. We're not going to be able to do it perfect, but are you trying? Examine yourself. Am I not? He said to do this. No, I'm not doing that. Well, guess what? You need to start doing that. And literally examine yourself, man. Seriously examine. Do it. Take mental notes of you. Oh, okay, am I doing this? Okay, no, I'm not doing it. I need to do it. Okay, I can do it better. Let me do it better. Let me put a little bit more effort in. Literally, seriously examine yourself. Are you still following the ways of the world? Are you going out every fucking weekend, man? Instead of coming out to the camp, man? Are you sitting here committing adultery, sleeping with a whole other man's wife and knowing it? Or are you sitting here eating shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork? Because we can't eat those things, man. We can't eat no pig. We can't eat no duck. We can't eat no rabbit. We can't eat no. Read Leviticus 11, man, on what you can read, what you can and cannot eat. Are you eating those things, or are you eating what the Lord Yahweh Shai told you what you can eat? Are you following the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, man? Examine yourself, man. Keep going, verse 35.
Verse 35, Luke 21 and 35. For as a snare shall they come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth.
Right, as a snare, as a trap. And I said last night in my video, man, I made last night, I was going to this as well. I said that's a snare, man. And when you set up a trap, you hide that trap. So when that animal comes in that trap, they get trapped. They don't even know that they're in a trap until they're in that damn trap. You know, so this is what's gonna happen. You people are not watching. Scriptures tell you in Ephesians, the 5th chapter, the 15th verse, tells you to walk circumspectly, man. It means what? To look around, man. Look around, pay attention to what's going on around you. If you're not doing that, and this Jacob's trouble, World War III, and Yahushua is coming, is going to come upon you unawares, man. And you're going to be fucked, man. You're going to be caught with your pants down, man. Let's get that last verse. Yeah, let's get that last verse.
Verse 36, watch ye therefore and pray always.
Watch ye therefore and pray always. We quoted that earlier as well, man. It's so heavy it had to come out twice. You know? Watch ye therefore, man. Look, pay attention. Go into the scripture, see the signs of the times, man. Examine, you know, look at the events that are happening in the earth and filter them through the scriptures, man. You know, and say, shit, we really are in the end times, man. We really are. Hey, Yahushua right around the corner, man. You know? And then it says,
I was just gonna say, there was a picture that I seen on Pinterest a while back. And there was a man kneeling before the Heavenly Father, and the caption was, "In that day, you'll know what mattered the most."
Yeah.
See, and we realize that now. This is the only thing that matters, man.
That's right.
I mean, with everything going on, you see, it's like, man, we pray, we beg. Is that where prayer needs to beg? We beg, we're that number.
Yeah.
Because the destruction that's coming, there's no way out of it except going up into those chariots, man.
Right, man.
And the hell with everybody, the hell with anybody else says. We know this, man. We beyond know this.
Yep.
You see, this prophecy that are gonna come to pass are guaranteed to happen.
Right. We actually read the damn Bible, man. It's like you're not damn, but we actually read the Bible, man. We know what it says in there. People talk about they believe in the Bible, but don't want to actually read the freaking Bible, man.
Even John 3:16 and that's or Psalm 23. You don't even understand
you don't even understand what you read, man. We up here, we actually read, man. We're not no stupid niggas up here, man. We actually read the Bible. We don't just talk shit.
Come on. Luke 21:36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy.
Accounted worthy. We want to be accounted worthy to be what?
To escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man.
Stop it. we want to escape, you know, the perils to come, man. Scriptures talk about perilous times are ahead. You know, in the last days, perilous times shall come. And we're in a time where times are getting more perilous and more dangerous. You know, it's getting worse and worse and worse, man. And we need Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. So we have to please the Lord Yahweh Shemel. We have to please the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, man, to the best of our ability, man, to get the hell up out of here, man. That's what we need, man. No, we're good, man. You know. Yeah, man. We need to get the hell up out of here, man. Look at this fucking world, man. It's destroyed, man. It's worse.
And I read an article last night how they were saying in 2022 America has went up in 62% of supporting, you know, the Transformers and stuff like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm talking about the movie. You know, for those of you know what I'm talking about, men, women, you know, thing. That has went up 62% in being supported, man.
Yeah.
That's why we're at the time when, hey, this place has hit its peak for wickedness.
That's right.
And it's how about
right for destruction,
it's right for destruction, right for judgment.
Yeah.
You see, we can't wait. Like it says in 2 Ezra 4, after the place where evil is sown be not turned upside down, they cannot come that sown with good.
That's right.
Meaning, if this place doesn't pass away, we know the scripture say that the heavens that are now shall pass away with a great noise, according to that destroy those missiles, man. All right, then cannot come that sown with good. So this place needs to be destroyed so that we can get to the kingdom.
Right.
And it's well deserved, man, especially at this time.
Man. So hey, keep the faith. Keep reading, keep watching videos, man. Keep coming out to the camp, man. You know, stay diligent, stay faithful, stay prayed up always, man. So unless y'all got something else, time, man. So again, hey, continue to have faith, man. Again, keep watching the videos, keep studying, keep breaking down the words, keep having faith, man. We need faith. We need faith in Yahweh Shemel Shai to get the hell up out of here, man. Again, keep coming to the camps, man. Stay faithful, stay prayed up, man. You know, so with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Kakadash. A double honor to the elder apostles and the other bishops of Great Millstone, who very well, very beautifully. Double salutation to the Akim out here pushing this gospel and truth in this series to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh Bashim Shai. A peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh Bashim Shai, Lord willing, fall upon our houses. We want to say Shalom, Kwame Yasharala, and the Bible Bar. Shalom.
Strong.
Stay strong, man.